Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Kevin Owens has been on a rampage lately as he has become SmackDown's #1 enemy. The prizefighter attacked and injured Randy Orton last week after he hit the latter with a vicious piledriver on the mat. It looks like his carnage will continue this week, and KO could target a top WWE name on the upcoming edition of the Blue brand. His potential next prey could be Nick Aldis. The SmackDown general manager is likely to punish Owens this week for his reprehensible actions. There is a good possibility that Aldis could suspend him for an indefinite period in light of Orton's injury. However, this may not sit well with the former Universal Champion, and the latter could unleash his wrath upon the WWE official. Unable to contain his rage, Kevin Owens could launch a merciless attack on Nick Aldis backstage. There are high chances of him attacking the general manager if the latter decides to suspend him in light of his recent actions. This will establish Owens as one of the biggest threats on SmackDown, putting the entire SmackDown roster on notice. Not only will this portray him as a bigger heel, but it will also add a jaw-dropping element to the show. After the prizefighter's potential assault on Aldis, Cody Rhodes could step up and decide to teach his former best friend a lesson for injuring Randy Orton and ambushing the general manager. This could eventually pave the way for a highly anticipated match between the two. While this is currently speculation, Kevin Owens' mayhem is likely to continue this week as well. It will be interesting to see what Nick Aldis has in store for the former Universal Champion in response to his actions. Kevin Owens to send a message to Cody Rhodes on WWE SmackDown? Now that Randy Orton is out of his way, Kevin Owens can finally shift his focus to the person who has been his primary target all this time. This week on SmackDown, the 40-year-old could call out Cody Rhodes. He could send a video message to the undisputed WWE Champion. Addressing the ongoing situation, Owens could state that Rhodes has been his only target since day one. However, it was Orton who interfered in the matter, which is why he had to eliminate the apex predator. There is a chance that KO could put the entire blame for the Viper's injury on the American Nightmare. In a passionate promo, Kevin Owens could state that he is coming after Cody Rhodes now that his path is clear. The 40-year-old could send an emphatic message to the reigning champion, stating that he would get his revenge only after obliterating Rhodes and taking the undisputed WWE Championship away from him. This could finally kick off the much-awaited feud between the two superstars on SmackDown. It could lead to a high-voltage clash between the prizefighter and the American Nightmare at the Survivor Series 2024 Premium Live event. It was supposed to be a pivotal night for Kevin Owens. After weeks of frustration with Randy Orton, Owens was primed to end their rivalry. Orton had become an obstacle, an irritant in Owens' path to regaining the respect he felt he deserved. However, in a shocking turn of events, Owens crossed a line that no one expected. This wasn't just an attack on Randy Orton, it was a declaration of chaos, one that would shake the very foundation of WWE. The stage was set on a chaotic Monday Night Raw, where Owens was scheduled to face Orton in a match that had been months in the making. The two men had exchanged insults, and their match was expected to be nothing short of a war. But as the opening bell rang, Owens' frustration boiled over. His emotions, already volatile, seemed to erupt at an uncontrollable pace. Before anyone knew it, Owens grabbed a steel chair, unleashing a flurry of unprovoked attacks on Orton. It wasn't just about winning anymore, it was about hurting. The sound of the steel chair crashing against Orton's back echoed through the arena, the unmistakable roar of the crowd turning to a stunned silence. The referee's attempts to stop the onslaught were met with a deafening, unrelenting fury from Owens. It was as if he had snapped, his every action fueled by a combustible mix of resentment and something darker, far more dangerous. But what truly shocked everyone wasn't just the assault on Orton. It was the realization that Owens was no longer focused on just one man. His eyes had widened with rage, and his breath came in heavy, shallow bursts. He wasn't finished. No, his fury had found a new target. A target set on a WWE icon. In the moments that followed, Owens' attention shifted away from Orton. The cameras caught a look of pure malice in his eyes as he gazed across the ring. In the corner of the arena, sitting ringside, was none other than the Legend Killer himself, Randy's mentor, the WWE Hall of Famer, Shawn Michaels. Owens locked eyes with Michaels, a silent understanding passing between them. A sick smile crept across Owens' face as he turned his back on Orton, moving toward the ropes. The fans gasped, unsure of what was happening, but there was no denying it. The warning shots had been fired. Owens was coming for Michaels. As Owens slid under the bottom rope and approached the ringside area, the atmosphere grew tense. Michaels had been a cornerstone of WWE's past, a living legend with countless accolades and a reputation that transcended generations. The fans adored him, and his presence in the company was seen as a guiding force. He was a mentor to many, including Orton. Owens, however, had no respect for the legacy that Michaels embodied. Shawn Michaels, ever the professional, stood up from his seat, prepared to de-escalate the situation. But Owens wasn't interested in talking. With a sudden lunge, Owens tackled Michaels, sending him crashing to the floor. The crowd erupted into disbelief. This wasn't just a simple attack, it was an assault on everything Michaels represented. Owens stood over Michaels, his chest heaving with anger, while the former champion struggled to recover from the impact. For a brief moment, Owens seemed to hesitate, as if the weight of his actions was beginning to settle in. But then, with a sick grin, Owens pulled Michaels up to his feet, positioning him for a pop-up powerbomb that sent shockwaves through the crowd. The arena fell into stunned silence. No one could believe what they had just witnessed. Owens, a man who had once been one of the most beloved heels in WWE, had just taken out Randy Orton and, without a second thought, decimated one of the company's most cherished legends. But this wasn't just about proving a point. This was about sending a message. And Owens had just made one loud and clear. The unpredictable future of Owens. So, where does Kevin Owens go from here? His decision to attack Shawn Michaels has left the WWE Universe reeling, and the fallout from this brutal moment could be catastrophic for Owens' career. There's no telling how this will affect his standing within the locker room or the WWE management. But one thing is certain, Kevin Owens is no longer the man he once was. Owens has always been unpredictable, but this attack on Michaels signified a shift in his character. He no longer seemed to be fighting for respect or titles, this was about dominance. He was sending a message to everyone in the back: no one, not even a WWE Hall of Famer, is safe from his wrath.